We have breaking news in the college football world. Per my sources, Matt Rhule to Penn State is all but a done deal. I'm sitting here recording this on Friday morning, October 17th at 7 in the morning. I got this tip late last night from my source that said that this is all but a done deal. And I am absolutely stunned, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. I think everybody would agree that this makes the most sense for Penn State to go after Matt Rhule, especially with Curt Cignetti signing that absolutely monster extension with Indiana yesterday. His name was in the mix for this job as well. But for Matt Rhule to go to Penn State, this makes so much sense. Now, there are a few details that are unclear here. Will he go in the middle of the season? I do not know that, and I don't believe he will. With everything that we've heard, it is very unlikely that they will make a hire before the season is over with, and I just don't believe, with the momentum that Nebraska is rolling with right now, Matt Rhule is not going to leave in the middle of the year. I also do not know the specifics in terms of the money that he will make there, but I was told that this is all but a done deal for him to go to Penn State, to return to his alma mater, and this makes so much sense in the college football world. Like I said, it's his alma mater. He played linebacker there. He met his wife there, and he's great friends with the Penn State athletic director, Pat Kraft. And for Matt Rhule, he's been the ultimate program builder in college football. You can't really say anybody else has done it better than him over the last 13 years, going from Temple to Baylor to Nebraska and now eventually Penn State, to rebuild a program that is in dire need of some hope after 12 years of James Franklin came to a screeching halt. Let's go through Matt Rhule's resume, his pedigree, why this makes so much sense for the Nittany Lions, because I think this is a great move for them overall. He went to Temple in 2013. In year one, went 2-10. In year two, went 6-6. And we always hear about the Matt Rhule year three leap. They go from a 500 program to a 10-4 team. In year four, they go 10-3. He takes his first jump to a Baylor school that was in dire need of a resurrection as well. In 2017, at Baylor, they went 1-11. In year two, they went 7-6. And the classic Matt Rhule year three in full effect, they went 11-3 in 2019 in his third year at Baylor. They got up to 8th in the country at a certain point. They would lose in the Sugar Bowl, but he completely resurrected this Baylor program that was in dire need of somebody to turn it around. And then he goes to the NFL. Things don't work out great. He admitted that it was a struggle because of the fact that COVID was there, the fact that the relationship building wasn't the same in college football. You could build that relationship with somebody on Monday, and all of a sudden they're cut the next week. And then after getting fired by Carolina, he goes to Nebraska, where in year one, they go 5-7. In year two, they go 7-6. He finally breaks that bowl game drought that Nebraska had for so long. And then we're finally witnessing what year three looks like for Matt Rhule at Nebraska. And they've been unbelievable this year. Through 6 games, they are 5-1. They just got ranked 25th in the country, and they've got a ton of momentum right now that they can build on, that I believe Nebraska will make the college football playoff this year. This is a team right now that has a very favorable schedule for the rest of the year, and we know what Matt Rhule has done in the previous years at programs in year three, and the stars are aligning for the exact same thing to happen here at Nebraska. This is huge news overall, though, and for Penn State, this makes so much sense for them. They fired James Franklin after 12 seasons. The major knock on him was that he could never win the big games. He struggled against top 10 opponents. He struggled against top 5 opponents. Last year, we saw them only one play away from making it to the national championship, but there were a lot of people frustrated about the lack of overall success from James Franklin being able to beat the top tier teams when he was at Penn State. Now they move off of him after 12 seasons, and I think this raises a lot of question marks overall for Nebraska. Will Dylan Raiola go with Matt Rhule? Will Ja'Cory Barney go with Rhule? We've seen this before in the college football landscape. When Curt Cignetti went from JMU to Indiana, he brought 13 players with him and turned them into a powerhouse in less than a year. Lincoln Riley did this when he went from USC to Oklahoma. He took the eventual number 1 overall pick and eventual Heisman and Caleb Williams with him. He obviously had a lot of success in Southern Cal with him. He goes number 1 overall. A lot of people were frustrated with Lincoln Riley taking Caleb Williams. Deion Sanders did this when he went to Colorado. He brought 11 players with him. We've seen this before before with coaches in the college football landscape, bringing players with them when they go from one school to another. And the reason I would believe that some players are going to follow him, I'm not going to name any names, but the reason I would believe that some players will ultimately follow him is because Matt Rhule is an unbelievable leader of men. All of his players could not say enough great things about him, and that's such a tough pill for Nebraska to ultimately swallow, because you're not only losing a great head coach, you are losing a coach that has done so much in the college football landscape and was building Nebraska into something that they hadn't seen in maybe the last 20 years. So we don't know who he's ultimately going to take with him, but you heard it here first. Matt Rhule will officially be the next Penn State head coach, I would assume, after this season is over with, but this is a huge splash move in the college football landscape. I'm Caden Kubler, and thank you guys for watching.